Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Warhammer 40,000 with Zebu Nation. We got a little bit of hobby progress for you today. As you can see, there have been some upgrades to the crafting dungeon. You can see right up here I got a couple of my kill team posters framed and up on the wall. Just above them up there I got a new lighting fixture, so hopefully things are a little brighter in here. Maybe not perfectly bright, but they're okay. Good enough to work by anyway. We got a few projects going on right now. Step forward here to the paint station. Got a project up here, our Death Guard characters, getting them nice and primed with that Army Painter Death Guard green that I showed you in one of the previous videos. And then down here we got some lovely blue Redemptor Dreadnoughts. These are a couple of the easy build kinds, so they went together really quick. Really fast. They just have the Onslaught Gatling cannon with them, so that's the only choice you get. But they are very inexpensive compared to a lot of other types of dreadnoughts. You know, they're only $34, $35 for one of these. So it's a pretty good deal if you're just looking to add some extra firepower to your armies, which I'm trying to do. Then up here, of course, the pile of shame has grown much larger. You've seen a bunch of our unboxing videos that I've done recently, and so we got all of that still piled up there. Got the Gene Stealer cult. They're still half painted, haven't done much with them. Over here though, you notice the Black Templars. We have managed to get some white shoulder pads on these guys, so that's a bit of a start. You can see I got white shoulder pads on several of them, a lot of them, well, just about all of them actually. However, I did make a mistake putting these white shoulder pads on here, in that I decided to base coat them with silver, because I thought silver goes over black very easily. Any metallic really goes over the black base coat pretty easily, but unfortunately the white paint didn't go over top of the silver as good as I thought, so I had to put several coats on there. I learned later that I should have maybe used a gray instead of silver, and that might have done it a little better. So anyway, there's a little tip there. We got some build projects just about done here. We got basically our new Primaris characters. We've got the Primaris Chaplain right there. As you can see, I did some little modifications to his crozier there to put some wings on it to make it look a little bit more like the classic Warhammer style crozier, rather than kind of like the just shillelagh style that they have these days. Anyway, there is my Primaris Psyker right there, built him. There's a new lieutenant. He's from the Dark Imperium box, but I ordered him separately off of eBay. And then here's another lieutenant that I got, and he may look a little strange painted in the new blue paint that I got, the new ultramarine blue. And that's because he's actually a Blood Angel lieutenant, but I have, given him the ultramarine shoulder pad right there, as you can see. So maybe that's a bit of heresy. I don't know. And then finally over here, we've got a little sub-assembly going with the Primaris Apothecary. I'm going to have to paint him separately because he's got a crazy base and, a lot of different things going on. So we're going to paint him in a little sub-assembly, not much of a sub-assembly, but anyway. There we go. That's about it for the hobby progress. Not a terrible amount of progress, but some progress, so that's always good. And the final bit of news is that I've been invited to join the Back to the Warp podcast as a special guest this week, January 6th. I'm going to be on the podcast. I'm sure we'll talk about all things Warhammer. Not exactly sure what we're going to talk about, if there's going to be any specific topic. Those guys don't necessarily stick to topics and things like that. But some of my old D&D pals who have moved on to Warhammer podcasting now, so I'm going to join them. It's Back to the Warp. You can find them on Twitter and iTunes and all that podcast goodness, so go ahead and check them out. And yeah, I guess that's it. So until next time, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.